Hi there, this is Dr. Jack Belitz, and welcome to another edition of the Ask Dr. Jack Show. And boy, do we have a fun one for you today. It's entitled The Truth About Whether Alcohol is Good for You or Not. I know I'm getting a lot of views on this just because of the subject matter, and actually I'm kind of happy about that because I learned some really cool things today. Let's start off with there was a doctor back in the 1500s named Pericles, and he was the one that is credited with figuring out that there are some substances that are toxic to the body. But surprisingly, he was also the guy that figured out that every substance is not toxic or can be toxic depending on the dose. So, pretty cool. And so that brings up the idea of alcohol. Is alcohol toxic to the body? Well, it depends on how much you're drinking. Is it good for you? Well, again, it depends on how much you're drinking. So we found some amazing things in this. There was a couple studies that were brought up. The first one was conducted in Bordeaux, France, and obviously there's a huge amount of wine being made in that area, and of course there's a lot of people that take advantage of that in that area, and so much so that it is not uncommon at all to find people that are drinking 4 glasses of wine a day on average, which I see a lot of people drinking, depending on where you go and whatever, but on a daily basis, having 4 glasses of wine in your diet, that's a pretty significant amount. However, I guess if you're having it throughout the day, as a little snack, whatever, it's probably not that big a deal. Anyway, here's the really cool thing, is they found out that these people were 72% less likely to get Alzheimer's and 81% likely to get dementia in general than non-drinkers. Unfreaking believable. You think, oh my gosh, all these people that don't drink anything at all, they've got to be so healthy and whatever. Well, apparently there is a good reason for drinking alcohol. And this is just one of the studies that came out with a good reason for it. And basically what they're saying is that there's this substance called nitric acid. And when you drink alcohol, the production of nitric acid actually increases in the body. And it's important for the body because it helps increase the circulation of the blood vessels, and it's overall just a really good substance to have in your body. Now, here's the really amazing thing. If you drink more than you should, not only are you getting rid of the nitric acid that you produced, but you're actually going backwards. So there is absolutely a toxic dose, which is anything over 4 glasses of wine per day. So something important to bear in mind about this. A couple other studies showed that having 20 grams of alcohol a day lowered your risk for coronary artery disease. That's about 3/4 of an ounce, so 3/4 of a glass of wine, 3/4 of a can of beer, 3/4 of a drink. So it has effects on heart disease and all kinds of things here. So that's the important stuff I wanted to get to you. Drinking alcohol can be a very healthy thing. Just have to make sure that you do it in moderation. No more than 4 per day. 2.5 seems to be a perfect place to be considering all these different studies. So that's it for this episode of the Ask Dr. Jack Show. I am, of course, Dr. Jack Belitz. And little thing to keep in mind about this is that you got to make sure that you have enough of the substances that your body needs in order to metabolize the alcohol. And a good multiple vitamin is really important for that. And when I say good, I don't mean a one a day or a Centrum. That stuff is just crap. We've already discussed that in previous episodes, so don't get me into that. It'd just be a long thing. You gotta do your multivitamin right if you're gonna do it. Otherwise, you're just wasting your money. You can go to a good health food store. We have a complete line of them here at this office, so that if you come in and say, hey, I need this, we can kind of look at your whole lifestyle and see which particular one would fit you most. It's not just a one size fit all. Here's our multiple. We really can tailor your needs for the right thing. So keep that in mind. Office number 402-333-4848. Give us a call. We can help you out with that. If you have questions that you would like us to maybe research for you, I love doing this stuff. This is awesome. It's great information for everybody. Call the office or email me at askdrjackb, that's BEE @gmail.com, or better yet, stop in the office and see me yourself and give me your question. Hope you have a very happy, healthy, and wonderful day today. And boy, I just can't wait to see you on the next episode of the Ask Dr. Jack Show.